So first what we're going to do is we're gonna unclasp all these. They're going to normally be like this, and just unclasp it like that, and there's 4 around the circumference, and then you'll open it. These are your 2 legs for your drone, and before we pull the drone out, we'll want to attach the legs so that we can be careful of its sensors and not set it down on anything. So when we attach the legs, we grab the red part here and we align it with that red part right there. And so we push it in till it lines up like that. And then we pull this down and we screw it lefty-loosey, righty-tighty into place so that the red dots are matching. And we do the same thing with the second leg. Pull the leg out, pop it in so that the red lines are matching, and screw this down. And again, you want to rotate over the top to the right, and so that the red dots align. And then you can lift the drone up and out. The next step, once the legs are on and secure, is pulling the drone out of the box. So just pull straight up by the legs and rotate so that it's right side up, and bring it over to a surface where you can finish setting up the drone. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to take the wings out and open them up. So you do that by pulling the blades out of this little foam piece and taking the foam piece off, and moving first the bottom propeller with this high antenna out fully, and then you can move this top antenna or top wing. And once you complete that, you want to twist this on so that the 2 white lines align, and again you twist to the right. And you do that with all of the wings. So again, here on the right side of the drone, we'll pull the propellers off like that and twist the little foam piece off, and again extending the bottom one before we extend the top one. And then again aligning those white dots. And there's little locking and unlocking images on here if you ever forget which direction to twist. We will now assemble all the equipment on the drone, including our 2 batteries that go on either side, the Sky Hub, our camera for detecting methane, as well as some other things that we'll see here in the Laser Falcon box. So we'll have the altimeter that we'll attach on the front, and an antenna will attach on the top. So we'll start first by adding these batteries in to the drone. We'll always put, so each battery is labeled A, B, C, and D, like a battery pair, and you will always put in 1 pair together. So this pair is the D pair, and labeled 1, like battery 1, battery 2, but together it's a pair and it's called D. We'll put battery 1 on the left side, battery 2 on the right side. So it goes right to left, like reading. And then we'll twist this little knob right here to lock and secure the batteries. We'll then add our camera. This camera will go on the left side of the drone if you're facing the same direction as the drone. So the drone is facing forward and this is going on the left side. We'll clamp down these little clamps and we'll attach this one to the top part of the leg. That way the camera is nice and secure, and we'll worry about the cords later. We'll then attach the Sky Hub. We'll then attach the Sky Hub to the opposite leg. Again, we'll just pop it in there like so, and we'll take these two Velcro straps and Velcro them on. So just kind of feed it through like this, and then we will poke that end through the little hole, make sure it's nice and tight, and push down the Velcro. And we'll do that exact same process on the bottom one. Like that. And that should create a nice tight hole for the sky hub. We'll then attach the altimeter. So this one is a little bit tricky just because the way that this has been 3D printed makes it very stiff. So we'll pop it in the top. There's a little hole in the top that you'll want to put these two pieces in, so it fits nice and snug up in that groove. And then you'll kind of grab it like a curl with your 2 fingers on top and 3 fingers on the bottom and thumbs pushing on the top. And you'll just kind of like slowly curl the plastic and push it in like that. And it's gonna be really tough. It shouldn't break if you do it correctly, but if you do it incorrectly, it's very easy to break. So just be cautious of that. And then we will attach this little cord back over here. So we want the altimeter to connect to our sky hub, and we do that through connecting this cord colored in with yellow to the yellow outlet right here. And we'll just kind of twist it until you feel it drop down, and that means it's put in correctly. And then you can just twist this little nub and push all the way down. These outlets are just push-ins, so you don't need to be screwing in your little button. We'll then connect these 2 cords that come from our camera for the methane. This yellow one will come around here and connect to the bottom where it says power in, and then this USB will connect to the bottom of USB 1 and make sure that's plugged in nice and secure. Now lastly, we have to do our antenna that goes on the top of the drone. So we'll just screw it into the top right here where this opening is. This is our screw. So you just kind of want to align that and screw again like you would normally over the top to the right as a way to tighten. So once that's nice and secure, we'll take this top little piece and we'll open this little silicone and we'll just attach it down till it clicks. And then that allows the antenna to make connection with the drone. And then we'll take these 2 pieces and plug them in as well. So again, this one is like the yellow one right here where you just find where it clicks in. Apparently sometimes it takes a minute. And then you can just kind of push it down and wiggle it into place. And you know it's secure if it won't just pop up. And this cord will come around here to the second power in label right there. And that should be good. And we should be ready to start our controller and turn our drone and get ready to fly.